House Wolfort and Hyzante join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Aesfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Roland proposes they infiltrate Whiteholm Castle and take out the enemy commanders. Though a risky gambit, it is well worth it if they can destroy them all in one fell swoop. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. In support of House Wolfort, Hyzante's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Chapter 13, Part 2, Time to Say Goodbye.
Prince Roland, there is something I'd like to ask you before our mission.
Then ask it.
Why do you really want to infiltrate Whiteholm Castle?
To prevent needless harm to the capital, of course. And to exact revenge with my own hands.
Is that it? Roland, you know you can confide in me.
I want to save Cordelia. She's bound to get caught up in the violence if we launch a full-scale attack. But if we can sneak into the castle, we might be able to get her out. I know this is a war to reclaim our kingdom, but I cannot rid myself of such selfish desires. Contemptuous, is it not?
I understand the burden of leadership. Perhaps it would be easier if we could but purge ourselves of our hearts. But as your vassal, nay, as your friend, I would not want the company of one so void of emotion. We will save Queen Cordelia. Together.
My friend, I cannot thank you enough.
Hey guys, it's Skymer here, and welcome back to another episode of Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, I made a huge three-way decision to infiltrate Whiteholm Castle under the guise of night and destroy their commanding officers of Aesfrost's claim to the Glenbrook's capital city. I have also begun my alliance with Hyzante, and their army marches with me. I cannot believe what is happening right now, but it sounds like that we're getting close to the end of the game at this point because the musics are intense, war is nigh, and everyone seems to be at their wits' end. A lot of paranoia, a lot of fear, a lot of regret, a lot of turmoil, a lot of emotions have all been set ablaze due to all the previous trials that we've been through. And now we are launching our first big scale attack of this game. So, I mean, I am eager, but I feel like that this could be a very bittersweet decision. Like the narrator said at the very beginning, if this is a huge gamble that we're taking on whether or not that these secret passages are still going to be available to us. And whether or not that the blast crystal is even going to work on the warship. But we're just hoping to knock them all out in one fell swoop and hopefully save Cordelia in the process. Anna investigates the warship at the docks of Whiteholm Castle.
There's but a single longship docked? It would take one blast crystal to destroy, and their escape route with it.
Heard Hyzante send in a massive army. Are we gonna be alright without the Archduke?
I wouldn't worry. Not with General Avlora on our side.
Her I trust. Thalas and Erica, on the other hand, huh.
Shh. Not so loud. Who knows what they'd do to you if they heard that?
So Gustadov isn't here, but Avlora, Thalas, and Erica are.
This is a very interesting turn of events. I mean, I already knew that Avlora was already joining the ladder, but it does bode well that there's only a single warship. I mean, that means that just one single blast crystal will sink that thing into the depths of the sea, never to be seen again. But at the same time, I mean, this is exactly why I feel like that negotiating would have been really difficult, because first of all, the Archduke isn't even here to give that type of, you know, command on whether or not to relinquish Whiteholm Castle. But Avlora, and especially Thalas and Erica, I feel like would have a very, very easy time just denying everything that we would try to throw at them. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that negotiating is never an option. I mean, negotiating has worked for me in the past, but in this particular circumstance, look at the people we're up against. So, I mean, I don't know if Thalas and Erica are actually going to be fighting in this inevitable battle, or if it's just going to be Avlora, but we're about to see what happens now that we are continuing with the main story. Serenoa and the others commence Roland's plan to explode the Aesfrosti warship.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell, and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I am grateful for the reinforcements.
As you should be. Hyzante hasn't mobilized this large of a force in 30 years.
There's no need for delicacy with this many soldiers at your disposal. We could fell the enemy with a frontal assault. Though it seems you have some other ideas in mind.
We do. The city and its people will suffer greatly should we brute force our way in.
Instead, we will infiltrate Whiteholm and take out the Aesfrosti commanding officers.
And how do you plan to do that? Via some secret passage none but you are aware of?
Just so. The same way we snuck into the castle when the capital fell.
An effective strategy, I'm sure, though recent intelligence suggests Gustadolf has returned to his homeland.
In which case we shall target Prime Minister Thalas and Erica, and General Avlora. We'll have Milo destroy their ship with the blast crystal to prevent them from escaping.
What a devious trick. My favorite kind.
The castle will be easy to take with those three disposed of. Very well then. We shall do it your way.
We would like the two of you to distract the Aesfrosti forces with your armies.
When their attention shifts to the front, we will slip into the castle.
Very well. May fortune smile upon us all.
Hyzante's forces have entered Castle Wolfort. It won't be long until House Wolfort makes their move.
Meaning they're coming here? It's hard to believe they'll soon be in the capital again.
My queen, I must advise against considering them allies. Lord Serenoa is now one of Hyzante's saintly 7. Not to mention they're raising arms against the seat of their former sovereign. They want justice. They want the royal blood that runs through your veins.
So you think they seek to make a puppet of me as well?
I do. But you needn't worry. They will not breach this castle so long as I protect it.
Indeed.
A battle is upon us, but fear not. I shall protect you.
General Avlora speaks true. Yet I still want to believe in House Wolfort. Brother, give me strength.
Hyzante and Wolfram begin to put their strategies into action. To draw the eye of the Aesfrosti forces, the Hyzantean army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and his retinue, Elfric in hand, will steal into Whiteholm Castle.
Hyzante's forces are on the move!
They're coming for the capital! To your stations!
Minister Exham's created quite the distraction for us.
Let's make for the harbor first. Anna says there's only one longship there. We can use the blast crystal to sink it and cut off their retreat.
Okay. Well, I thank Minister Exham and Minister Camsell for their absolute devotion to us for this. I'm indebted to them. There's no doubt about it. I'm just hoping that throughout this bloody war that's about to happen, I just hope that they can come out alive. That's my only hope. And, well, obviously I hope that we win, too. There's a lot of hope going on here, but, I mean, at the same time, I can't help but feel an immense amount of nerves going into this. I mean, there's something, you know, the music is so great in this game, along with many other things that it does so excellently, but, I mean, it just has a way of, like, motivating you and scaring you at the same time, just with its intensity and epicness. Alright, really not much else for us to do now. Let's move into an exploration phase, which we have not done for quite a while. Serenoa and company infiltrate the harbor in order to destroy the Aesfrosti warship.
There are fewer soldiers than I expected.
They want us to load up art and jewels from the merchants? What nonsense is this?
Lady Erica commanded it. I'd wager she plans to cut and run if things get real ugly. It's ridiculous, I know, but imagine what she'd do to us if she found out we disobeyed.
Oh, fine, fine. Get the bloody merchants.
Perfect. I'll disguise myself as a merchant and search the ship. Once I find out where they've stationed soldiers, we can get Milo aboard.
Let me go. They won't look twice at me.
I would rather you not take that risk, my lord.
You and Eridor have too much gravitas, meaning I'm best suited for the task.
And what about me?
The task I need you for won't come until later.
I understand. Good luck then.
Hide yourselves. We'll find each other after.
That man will stop at nothing to win, will he? Consider me charmed.
You there, merchant! Help us load this ship! Yes, sir, at once. I had best survey the area before they see through my disguise. Investigate your surroundings. Okay, so let's be quick about this. I definitely want to make sure that I get as much as I can, though. 2,300 bucks. That's pretty good. Okay. I saw something sparkling down here, I believe. Yep, right here. Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 9. Oh, I can't believe we're reading during such an essential time, but, you know, for our plan. Dear reader, I must apologize, for I cannot describe this location in any detail, both for my own safety and your own peace of mind. Pray forgive me. You see, the locale in question is home to an unlawful tournament, hosted by, well, someone whose identity is a secret best left alone. It was pure happenstance that I found myself paying a visit to this underground arena. The matches are all bloody battles, and spectators take great joy in wagering large sums on which combatant will emerge victor. The entertainment here is truly a matter of life or death, and attracts an avid audience of high-born, wealthy patrons. You may recognize a face or two in the crowd, but it is best you forget whomever you think you see. Too much curiosity in a place like this is apt to get you killed. Of course, dear reader, you are free to doubt my account as you like. Indeed, your life may be happier if you choose to believe there is no such place where the rich gather to enjoy such a violent, deadly pastime. What in the world is that place talking about, my dude? That is very sketchy and shady, and I don't know if I like it, but... Alright, another 1,000 bucks. Jeez, it's almost like they want to prepare us for battle or something. Wild accusation, I know. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to some people and see what we can discover on the ship itself.
How much can one ship hold? No matter how much we load, there's always more.
Alright, let's do this first conviction here.
Ah, a fellow merchant! The future is looking mighty bright with this sail.
So it is, yes. It was not easy, gathering so many fine works on such short notice.
Fine works? Oh, my good man, tell me you didn't sell genuine articles. Our buyer's Lady Erica, the most selfish and capricious of them all. Counterfeits are good enough for her.
In my view, a merchant should be fair in all dealings, no matter the client. So you've sold her fakes? Bold of you to try defrauding the duchy. Would it not be better to sell the Archduke's sister your finest and make a good impression? Well, this one doesn't make as much sense because, I mean, she said that even, like, counterfeits will do. But that also means that she know that it's a counterfeit, or does she not know that it's a counterfeit? So that's a very this is a very interesting question, because a part of me thinks that if she knows that they're counterfeits and she's totally fine with it, then it makes this statement, you know, it doesn't make it very strong, just because of the factor that, yeah, she probably does accept the finest things, but she'll accept counterfeits too. But my idea is the factor that, you know, they fear Lady Erica. Clearly a lot of people in Aesfrost fear Thalas and Erica, because even the soldiers themselves are saying, if we do not load all this stuff right now, Lady Erica's gonna be mad, and we don't want to deal with Lady Erica when she gets mad. But this one also seems like that no matter the client, it is your job as a merchant. But at the same time, sometimes during hard times, especially during the medieval times, some people just had to do what they had to do in order to get some money, especially if that meant their thing. So I'm gonna say, oh, so you've sold her fakes. Bold of you, sir.
She has no eye for authenticity, else I would have sold her a genuine article. Which is her fault if you take the Aesfrosti view. Only the strong or keenest of eye, if you like, survive. But do what you will. In commerce, there is freedom. Though I care little for Aesfrost, I must say I respect their rather open disposition.
Alright, let's keep talking around here.
Keep loading, and quickly! Lady Erica's orders!
Alright, now we're on the boat. This is extremely scary to think about. That I am doing this right now. Alright, let's see. Oh wait, no. Crap. I want to see if there's anything up here of note. I guess not. There's seriously nothing up here? Huh. Alright. Well, I guess if we battled on the boat anyway, we would have to utilize this for something, because archers would probably be up there because they're annoying.
No time to talk, lad. They want us loading these at a brisk pace.
Alright, so I can't get through these doors. That's understandable. Okay, let me see if I can talk to this guy.
The ship is plenty well protected. You just keep loading the cargo.
That's what you think. In just a few mere seconds, this thing could be blasted to smithereens. Quality fiber, that's great.
There are an awful lot of merchants about for such a sudden request, and so late at night. I pray there are no ruffians among you. Nope. Just your casual dude. A cure-all pellet? Okay. Not bad. Alright, let me see if there's any place else on this ship that I can explore. Maybe like right here? Nope. And I don't think I can get all the way up on the back part of the boat right there. Sounds like this is gonna be one of our quickest explorations so far. Oh, is there something down here though? Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Extra large HP recovery pellet. Very, very nice. Alright, so there might be one on the opposite side too. Let me just go ahead and check there before we go talk to that guy. This is why it helps to explore every single nook and cranny. A luck amulet. Ooh, new item for me. What is this one? I guess it just increases luck. Increases luck by 3. So luck in this game is obviously your chance to be able to land critical hits, even if you're not back attacking. I kind of feel like that could be good on Hasabara. I also think it could be pretty good on Serenoa, too. Just because I think his luck is already pretty high. His magic defense will go down, but his magic defense is already pretty solid. And there's a lot of times when I am just using his pretty standardized attack. So... But Roland I could also see using it pretty well. Because his luck's not nearly as high either. You know what? For the grounding amulet, we should probably take that now, because the grounding amulet was pretty good for a time, but if shield bearers aren't on the map and it doesn't look like there's any high places to fall, then I think we're gonna go ahead and increase his luck. Okay, I think I may have gotten everything. Oh, there's another guy that I didn't even see here. Hi.
A purchase this large shall keep my finances in order for quite some time.
That's what you're worried about when a war is on the when the war is on the brink right now. But you know what? Everybody's got their priorities, albeit sometimes a bit more strange than I'd like. But here's this giant ass ship preventing me from seeing what's going on. All right, let's talk to this guy.
This is an extremely important mission. Our cargo must make it to Aesfrost. Though I find it odd that a warship be tasked with transporting art and jewels.
That which you take from Glenbrook is sure to enrich Aesfrost, no? I suppose that simply makes Lady Erica a fierce defender of the arts. I guess, or just a weirdo. Should the worst come to pass, surely it's the people who would need protecting. Ooh. I mean, I guess the ship wouldn't really need as much protecting, just because of the factor that if this is like what their goal is, just to load up art and jewels, you know, that would be defining Lady Erica's orders, and I really don't want to. Maybe I should just take the idea of just trying to keep my, you know, because this implies that if we bring people on board and we're just a random merchant right now that's asking, well, isn't it the people that you should be protecting? I'm a merchant. Of course I would want to see the art and the jewels being shipped away. That's my whole idea. If we're posing as a merchant right now, we need to play into this. But it is very true that very potential things from outside of your region could go for a lot more cash.
Are you implying this is a theft of your national treasures under cover of darkness? Perish the thought. I apologize for my clumsy tongue. You're blameless, my good man, for that is exactly what it is. Thievery, under cover of darkness and threat of war. 'Tis shameful behavior, we all know it, and I, for one, take no pride in it. Nevertheless, we will succeed so long as we press our attack, and I've no doubt General of Laura will see to that.
Okay, well, I don't think that anything could have blown our cover there. It's just the factor that I thought to myself, you know what, maybe that is the best impression. But anyway, yeah, I guess if I was going to give away my stuff to Aesfrost, that does make sense now that I think about it. That was probably a very stupid choice to make, but you know what? Nerves and tension are high, and, yeah. Let's go ahead and leave this exploration and see what we can do to this vessel.
That ought to do.
How How are things progressing with the ship?
We've learnt the enemy's position. If we can draw their attention, we should be able to get Milo aboard.
Hey, you there, merchant! Sorry about this. I'll inform my commander you'll need reparations. What the? Who are you?
Damn!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, man. Oh, man, that's how it's gonna go down, that we were just caught. I thought everybody was supposed to hide. Guess we didn't choose the best, most stealthy spot. Well, we're in for it now. We have to battle before we even get into the castle. Infiltrating it and blowing up the ship sounded like a dream. And right now, it sounded like that we're gonna have to go through a little bit of a harder effort to be able to blow up this ship. In the next episode, we're going to take on the battle on the warship. We're just gonna have to see where the story goes. I feel so bad that we didn't infiltrate the castle right away, because this does stall out Hyzante pretty badly, but we gotta do what we gotta do. But we are getting a new character here. Who is this? A single man puts an end to the chaos caused by some Aesfrosti soldiers in Glenbrook. Who is this dude?
Ah, my shop! Someone stop this madness!
Carry on screaming and sniveling. This land is ours now, and we'll do as we please.
You monsters!
Ha! Try me! I'll cut you down where you stand! And just what do you think you're doing?
You disgust me. Be gone from this place.
So, you've chosen death then?
Hold! Lest my eyes deceive me, is that not Sir Flanagan?
And what if I am?
Flanagan Groot, a former Aesfrosti soldier. A former Aesfrosti soldier and commander of the elite Black Irons. He is also known as the Bloody Shield.
'Tis him! The Bloody Shield in the flesh!
Former Black Iron captain! Damn it all! Run for your life, you fool!
How far they have fallen. They confuse might for morality, and sully the duchy's good name.
Hail, soldier! I cannot thank you enough for coming to my aid.
'Tis instinct. I cannot abide such cruelty. Though I no longer call myself a soldier, it is the only station my skills afford me.
Milord, a man calling himself Flanagan requests an audience. Will you grant it?
Flanagan? The name sounds familiar somehow.
Ah, he fought in the tourney, didn't he? The one they call the Bloody Shield.
The Aesfrosti soldier. What brings him to me? Anyhow, send him in.
My lord.
Been a few moons, Bloody Shield.
And many more since I answered to that name.
Then what brings an Aesfrosti to us this day?
Words cannot bring back your countrymen, but I give them to you anyway. I condemn the Duchy's actions with every fiber of my being. Deeply ashamed am I of our Archduke's willingness to shed the blood of innocents. Meager though they may be, you have my sympathies.
So, you came all this way just to apologize? You're a strange one, all right.
I am well aware that words alone mean little. And that is why I offer my service, that my words might ring true.
Why House Wolfort? There are far greater armies that would give anything to have a warrior like you in their ranks.
I have no interest in further bolstering the might of Aesfrost or Hyzante. They trample the weak with no remorse. I will stand for it no longer.
And you think you can stand here and call us weak? You little...
You intrigue me, Sir Flanagan. But what of your title? Is your shield truly stained with blood?
It's a name given to me by men, nothing more.
You can trust he'll hold his own in battle if you take him in. One look is enough to tell you that.
A boon to our cause, then. Provided we ourselves do not become the very thing you despise. House Wolfort welcomes you, Sir Flanagan.
The feeling of intrigue is mutual. I am at your service.
You're two peas in a pod, aren't you?
Flanagan's aptitudes in battle, a rugged and mighty warrior who soars above the battlefield. He draws the enemy's attacks and stands strong against head-on attacks. So what, he's like Huet and Eredor combined. That's pretty neat. Okay, well, that's a good time for somebody to come in and attempt to join our ranks. So let's go over Flanagan, the Hawk Shield. So he is like a shield bearer and a flyer put together. His magic defense is absolutely terrible, but that makes sense since even Huet doesn't have that great of magic defense, and Eredor doesn't either. So he just takes both of that. He has Hawk's Bane, which obviously means that he is weak to arrows. Ironclad decreases damage taken head-on. Okay, so it's not just to back attacks; it's just to any attack that he takes. Basically just adjacent to him. Shield Bash. Deal physical damage to a single enemy and have a chance to infuriate them for 2 turns. Nice. And he has Aerial Assault. Range 1 to 4. Ride your hawk to a selected square. The hawk will deal physical damage to all enemies within range. Wow, that's really neat. What a cool character. I mean, his movement's is a lot lower than Huet's, I think. I think it's actually 1 less than hers. Yes, because she has 5 move. So, he can't fly as fast as what Huet can, but his jump is still great because of the fact that he does fly. So, a very interesting unit this is. Okay. Wow, I was not expecting to get new units so close to this. But man, of course this is how we go out. Jeez, I'm still so salty about that. We just happened to get caught. I mean, I know that this game gives you anything but a walk in the park, but I can also tell you that this is just going to stall us time. Even if we still do manage to blow up the ship, we're gonna have to take a lot of lives and attention for it now. So this isn't looking pretty for us. But anyway, we're gonna have to go to battle in the next episode regardless, right? This was Skymer, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Bye, guys!